All right, hello everybody. It's the Wrestling with Willey's podcast, Josh and Jeremy again, where we're talking about Money in the Bank 2025 edition. Where, oh my God, I swear, I don't know what it was at this pay-per-view. It was like this and Double or Nothing. It felt like, man, I was so psyched, like coming into it, and then when I actually saw it, I was like, just massively disappointed. I don't know if it's like if you thought the same way, but
Well, I mean, the focus was on what it should have been, but yeah, I mean, I felt the opening match was really good, though.
like the women's match was good, but like the one that I didn't know who they were gonna go with was the women's match. Like I figured that I swear during the men's one I was thinking that they were hardcore gonna go for LA Knight. And we'll talk about that later, just because of what they were doing leading up to it too.
Well, I find it weird the way it's confusing for me, Stephanie Vakir, how they're booking her.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're booking her almost not to lose, but she's not really winning either.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? I
don't know. It's kind of like how Penta is kind of too. It's like they're booking him kind of strong, but also not at the same time.
Yeah, and honestly, with this match went 25 minutes and 15 seconds, but it was the Money in the Bank ladder match for the women. Open it up. So it was Naomi, Alexa Bliss. How you say it? Is it Julia?
Julia, yeah.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez, and Stephanie Vakir.
Yeah, and a lot of people were saying like Rhea Ripley shouldn't have won it. And I'm like, dude, why is it? I'm like, I don't understand
Well, I
why
definitely
the
don't
hate
understand why
train with
Naomi
the.
won, though.
Well, that's
I
the
mean,
thing is like I was like thinking I was like, okay, the only person that I could see like totally winning it was Rhea Ripley, just because it still seemed like Naomi was feuding with Jade Cargill. So I was like,
well, and that's what I'm
why would
saying.
she? And like I thought that she was the least likely to win.
Yeah,
Her and
and
like Roxanne Perez, but
yeah, the way they've
also at the
been
same
booking
time they could
all of
have
these
went for anyone.
individuals, on the way they've been booking everyone is very strange. So it's like
Yeah,
Alexa Bliss, even it's like even since then. So it's been what? This happened on June 7th.
yeah.
So we're 2 weeks out from this pay
And
per
then
view.
we even got Night of Champions in like a
Yeah,
week, I think,
yeah,
too.
which will be
Which
interesting to
was
see what
weird as
happens
hell,
with
the
that based
spacing for
on.
that.
Well, it'll be interesting what happens with it based on
Yeah, a
what
lot of
happened
people are
over in the
kind of
Middle
mad
East
because they haven't
a
done
couple of days
anything
ago.
with. Yeah, like they haven't what's it called? A lot of people have been hating on that it used to be where all the title belts were on the line. It's like, yeah, but like if you haven't seen, like Triple H is doing like 5 matches a card now, generally.
Well,
So
I'm
it's
just
like,
talking about the fact that it's in Saudi.
yeah,
With
yeah,
the fact that all this stuff's going on over in the Middle East, it's
yeah,
interesting timing.
yeah.
So they haven't announced anything yet, but as of the recording of this podcast,
I
but
think it's only John Cena and CM Punk that they confirmed was going to be on Night of Champions, I think.
yeah, but so going with that, Naomi, I did not think was going to be the one that won it, but she
Yeah.
was. But
Well, that's why I thought it was so weird.
since
Like,
then, it seems like they're pushing Alexa Bliss for Queen of the Ring.
yeah, whereas
So
she's already doing stuff with Charlotte, where it's kind of like a feud for that. And like, I don't know, like if it's feuding or like what they're doing. I don't
yeah,
know.
I don't get it. Well, I
Some of
don't
the
get
stuff that they're
Charlotte anyway.
doing, they can't. Like, I don't know. Like, I like the wrestling better or the storytelling better than when Vince was in charge, but like the booking's like all over the place. Some of these people.
Well, and that's kind of what I
Like, I
was
didn't
getting at.
think
Like,
that Naomi was gonna win at all. I thought it was gonna be like that they were gonna drop it to like. I mean, most of the people didn't really need it, but you could have literally dropped it to Alexa Bliss, and then she could have done like another thing that she used to do, knowing that she was I think it was a one-time winner. I think that she won, Because I know that she won it once and then she instantly cashed it in on, I think it was Nia Jax
Well, and
too.
I think Naomi went to cash it in on Tiffany Stratton on SmackDown, and Nia stopped her.
Like the net.
So that's what I'm saying. A lot of stuff's already happening with a lot of these matches, but I don't know why my monitor keeps flickering over here. But
I don't know.
anyhow, anyways, it was just a standard match. It was okay. They did that. Stephanie Vakir did her move that she's
Oh yeah,
becoming
she
known
did
for
that,
on the ladder.
the Devil's Kiss or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah. And
and
who was it for? Like I forgot who she did it to. Was it Alexa Bliss or
Rhea
no? It was
Ripley, I
like,
believe.
oh yeah, it was Rhea Ripley. I couldn't remember if it was Rhea Ripley or not that they did it to. But like I thought that was funny. And then Booker T like last time he was like, "Oh, you should call to Booker T because I made it for you." I'm like, "Shut up, Booker T."
Yeah,
Golly.
but
Just because you were like, whenever she did it, no.
like the next match that happened, I didn't think even needed to be on the card.
But yeah,
It
they
was
did they pulled this like on Worlds Collide like earlier that night,
yeah.
which I was wondering if they're just gonna throw in another match, and then that's exactly what happened. Was Dominic Mysterio, like it was during the trios match with Mr. Iguana, Octagon Jr., and I forgot who the other third dude was. It might have been, what's it called? I don't remember the name of the other dude, but what's it called? They were going against other three dudes. I forgot who the other three guys were in the match because I didn't actually watch it. I could have probably watched it, I just didn't. But what's it called? So then at one point he called out Octagon Jr., where it seemed like they just want to highlight a AAA dude on
Well, yeah,
WWE
but that's what I said.
television.
It didn't make sense. It was like filler. This thing only
Yeah,
went
it
4
was
minutes
definitely
and
filler. Yeah.
55 seconds. It was like, what the hell did they even do it for?
Yeah, and like they had people come out, and then they've been building for Finn to turn on. Like they've been slowly burning to do that, where he turns on
Well, the interesting
Dominic.
part is with all these releases, they got rid of Carlito.
But yeah, they got rid of Carlito, and then re-signed R-Truth. Now he's Ron Killings, and then they got rid of the Miz. So far as I've heard, I don't know if that's like legit or
Well, I
not.
don't know if they got rid. They didn't renew,
They
is what
said
I'm
that they
hearing.
didn't renew the Miz, yeah. Which that's fine. I mean, honestly, I'm like, if you ain't really doing anything with these guys
You
and they're
talk about a
just,
dude that's probably been getting paid for a while and not doing much. It's the
yeah,
Miz.
it's the Miz, yeah. That's what I'm saying. And a lot of people are like, oh,
You ever
because
watch
their
his
age,
reality
like Cora
shows?
Jade and all these people, like they were like, it's for the age. They could say whatever they want to say to get rid of people, but a lot of the people they weren't using.
But the nice part is with the Miz, he can do other things. I think he's going to be
Well, that's what I'm
hosting
saying.
American Gladiators coming up.
That's what I'm saying. He could be doing anything.
So,
Like he doesn't need to be wrestling anymore if he doesn't want to. I'm like, it seems like he's been going a little bit farther away from it in the first place, so that doesn't surprise me at all. But I'm just getting tired of the back and forth. I'm like, too many people like complain about like either WWE and their booking decisions. Like a lot of people are like getting on to Triple H for like his booking, and then they try to say that he's racist and whatever else. And I'm like, he literally gave it to Naomi. What are you talking about? And then the New Day are tag champs. It's like you gotta go by storylines, man. You can't just straight out call people racist as they do other things that don't do. Like, I mean, granted, if he's high on you, he'll put you in a better position. Obviously, like that's not like
well,
I just
point
get
being
tired
is
of
when you
like people
listen to the
complaining.
pops, I think a lot of the people that are getting pushed are because of the crowd reactions too.
Yeah,
I mean, I mean, Becky Lynch, everybody can fault her however they want to, but when that chick comes out, she gets cheered for by everyone.
yeah, and
Even now that she's a
also another
flippin'
thing. Yeah,
heel, she still gets pops.
because that was the next match on the card too,
Yeah,
right?
where
Was
she fought Lyra again.
yeah,
And this was
and
the
this
last
was
chance
weird
match,
as
which you
hell.
knew
Yeah,
this
and so you
when
knew that she was gonna win,
when
but
it was
like I was
called
just like,
last chance
really?
match. Yeah, it's like this is where I was saying last
Yeah,
time on Double
they
or
kind of
Nothing
give it
when they
away.
start having these weird matches like retirement matches and last
Or
man
literally when they
where
mention stuff where they're like, they went undefeated for this. Like, it was like Double or Nothing. They were talking about how Speedball Mike Bailey has never been pinned or something, like right before he fought Okada. It's like,
yeah
why do you have to mention this shit? Why can't you mention it afterwards?
yeah
You kind of give away shit that, oh, that means that they're going to win probably. Like, as soon as you say it, like, I don't know why they think that it's like, and people could tell foreshadowing, bro.
yeah, and
People,
this one went
it's not
15 minutes.
anything new.
So this match
So,
went 15 minutes and 20 seconds, which I'm a fan. I'm becoming more and more of a fan with Lyra, even
yeah,
with her
I
talking
like her
skills. We
promo
talked about it
skills
last
and
time,
stuff. Yeah. I
but
don't really care for the wing thing, though.
well,
Like,
yeah, but I mean, she's a
yeah,
Valkyrie though. That's what
yeah,
it's
like
representing. It,
I
it makes
understand
sense,
that. I'm just saying she looks kind of goofy when she does it, in
but
my opinion. Like
but
she's like caca caca.
but
But I
Becky's
mean,
heel work right now is incredible. And at the end
yeah,
of this match, after she won, when she made her do all that shit,
yeah, like and they really pulled it out. Like they really drew it out. Like, oh yeah, you got to do it to every four quarter, which they haven't done that in a long, long time. Where they're like, you got to raise my hand and shit, and then
well, and then it broke Lyra, so you knew that was going to happen too. But
yeah,
it's awesome to see that build up, and
yeah.
it can continue that feud.
And
But
that's probably
also,
one of the only like funny moments on the card
they
that I
always do
liked.
these in threes, and you knew like at some point Bailey would come back, and
Yeah,
she has since. So
yeah.
now that's the next
So
feud with
now that's
Becky.
yeah. I think she's supposed to go against her on Raw or something, ain't it? Or
Yeah,
SmackDown? It's either Raw or SmackDown. I thought it was Raw though.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying, and I think she's having. I don't know if I saw that she's got a new theme yet, but
That Becky did or
no,
Lyra
Bailey.
did.
That I've read Bailey's
Bailey,
got
yeah.
getting a new theme, and it's like a band that she wants to do her theme. Hold on.
Well, hopefully, because I'm tired. Like her fucking shit now. I'm like, I like the song, but it's okay. Like that's the problem with the Def Rebel stuff doing the themes. They haven't done barely any good themes where it sets other people apart. That's one reason why I love the CFOs when the CFOs were doing all the themes, because every theme that they did felt like it fit all the characters. Like the Turn It Up one with Bailey, like her first one, even Sasha Banks' first one, all of them felt like they went with the character.
Yeah, I don't think she has the new
Even
theme
like
yet, but I read an article about her
yeah,
getting a new one.
she'll probably do it at one point, like a big reveal or something, maybe at SummerSlam or something. And she'll probably have the new theme ready or whatever. But like, I just kind of hope that they change the themes for a lot of people
Well, they're
because a lot of
starting
them
to.
you
I
can't
think
tell.
even they have to change. I read Jordan Grace's because it's too close to Braun Breakers
That's
because of the
funny. So
sirens
the
or
one that
something.
they, yeah, I saw that they already changed the theme song. I thought you were saying the one that they just did
No, they
because
changed it
I know that
one.
shit because supposedly she knew like her theme song. I guess she already owned or something. So they were saying to change it like since then. I guess probably just to have her stank on it because really her theme that she had in TNA was mostly just Scott Steiner inspired because she did at one point do stuff with Scott Steiner.
And then the
And
next
that's how she
match.
got the muscle mommy
Yeah,
moniker
and I
and
don't.
stuff
There
like that.
wasn't anything special across the matches at all in anything. It was
Yeah.
just standard wrestling fodder for me.
Yeah.
Even in the next match, which was the men's championship ladder match, with Seth
Yeah. And
Rollins, Andrade, El Grande Americano, which again, LA Knight, Penta, and Solo. The best thing that
yeah.
came out of this match was that Jacob finally turned on Solo.
Yeah.
That was the
And
best
then
thing
kind
that
of
happened.
yeah, I kind of like the whole Braun and them come out and then Solo and JC come out. And I still want to call him Jeff Cobb. It's just
I
funny,
know.
but
JC Mateo, I think it is,
so
right?
they, yeah, yeah. So they come out, and then I found out that Hikuleo which is brothers with Tama Tonga, right?
Mhm.
So he debuted for WWE now. So like I think that they're probably gonna reveal him in Solo's group soon. Like that's what it seems like, is that he's gonna come out and probably sabotage Jacob Fatu to lose the title or something. I think that's where they're headed with Solo going against him. But like I just like that part out of the match, but then I was like, they ain't gonna give Seth it. Like, why ain't this a CM Punk or somebody intervening where they literally Seth intervened in CM Punk's match and I think in Sammy's match or something. Like it was somebody, a few people, like he was involving himself into their matches for the Money in the Bank match, and nothing happened.
Yeah, so part of that fallout with Jacob Fatu and Solo is that they're going to be going against each other at
Yeah,
Night of Champions.
yeah. Which that's why I wouldn't be surprised if that's when they like have Solo take it from him for a little bit or something.
That'd be
Because I
fairly
can't sit.
fast. He just got
Well,
it.
yeah, it would be fairly fast, but also at the same time, well, before we're talking about the next match, how like on Raw, like when he went against Gunther, Jey Uso lost the title to him. So like, it's just like you didn't expect it to happen, and it fucking happened anyway. So it's like
Yeah, but I
that's
kind of
one thing that.
expected that knowing what I had heard with
Well, I mean, they
Goldberg
were talking.
anyway, but
Also at the same time, did Goldberg need to be in there for the title though? No. They could
no,
have
but
literally had him lose and then win against him anyway.
yeah, but there would have been no reason for Goldberg to challenge Gunther.
Yeah, but like he could have still fought him over the
You
fucking
know
family
how
thing.
these fucking
I
douchebags
know
work, dude.
they gotta fucking
I
do it
don't
for
know
the
why
damn title.
Goldberg
It's so
gets a
stupid.
retirement match after fucking coming back 3 other fucking times.
And then almost hurting people 7
Yeah,
or
and
8
he looked
times.
absolutely, and I know we're skipping ahead, but Goldberg looked absolutely gassed.
Yeah, like just getting
Coming to the
up on
ring.
the yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, and he was sweating his ass off. I'm like, he didn't
Yeah.
do anything. Like, he
Yeah.
literally
And then
walked to
he
the ring.
almost fell off the damn turnbuckle and shit.
Yeah,
Like he's almost slipped going up it. That's what I'm saying.
it's
I
like,
don't really care to see it. Some
and he
people
made the
like
point
will
that
be
he went
like, "It's good," but
176-0, so he doesn't have to,
yeah, just jam that shit up your ass. You did that shit in your prime. You did it against a bunch of jobbers. Okay,
yeah, a
let's just
bunch.
let's just admit that shit. The one
He
match
was
that you
never a
got
good
in,
wrestler.
and
I even thought
yeah,
that when I watched him.
he looked good though.
His
How
entrance
explosive he
was
was.
awesome, but he
Yeah,
didn't do a lot of work in the ring. Never did.
yeah, and
I
it
mean,
showed when he went against William Regal. So that's what I'm saying. It's like I've been kind of over it. I didn't care to watch it. Like fucking Gunther carry Goldberg
and
through
that's
a
what's going to happen. But I
match.
do like his reaction when Goldberg came out. He laughed at him. That was
Yeah,
funny.
well, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you were Gunther in this situation, that's probably what you would do.
Hmm.
Shit, there would be a lot of people that you would see in that fucking position. They would probably say the same thing. He's twice your age, dude. Like
Yeah.
you think he's gonna stand a chance, same with like how he was like 30 years ago? No. Like just
One other
old
thing,
age,
yeah,
dude.
one other thing I wanted to point out on the Money in the Bank ladder match. Seth Rollins won that match.
Yeah, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? The one dude that I thought was gonna win it was LA Knight, the one person that lost it 2 other times.
Well, Seth Rollins does. This is where
And Seth don't
Seth
even need
doesn't
it.
need the Money in
Yeah.
the Bank
It's like,
suitcase.
what's the fucking point? What is he gonna cash in on it and take the belt from Gunther after he does this match with Goldberg?
I think
No,
what
they
I
didn't
think is
even
going to
do that.
happen is Goldberg's going to win and Seth is going to cash in on him.
Which that would be fucking stupid as
That's what
fuck,
I think's
dude.
going to happen though. Watch.
That would be stupid as hell. Stupid as
That's
hell.
why I brought
You're
it
trying
up
to tell
because
me
I
like a
honestly think that's what's
60-year-old
going to
man,
happen.
or
I think
like,
Goldberg's going to win quick. It's not
yeah,
going to be a
and then
long
Seth's
match.
gonna be like, man, and then stomp him, like have Braun and
Gunther's going to
fuck.
get
Oh,
pissed and
so
choke him
dumb.
out, and then
Yeah. It's
Seth
just
will
like
come in and
that's gonna
cash in
be
on him.
fucking stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
That's gonna be fucking stupid. You know what would have been a better idea is if Seth won it and lost it.
mm-hmm.
Like, and then it would fucking piss him off that his fucking shit wasn't working. But like, it was literally an easy way to have him out of the damn match where he wouldn't win it.
Yeah.
Have CM Punk show up. That's all you needed to do. You literally had. But I mean, that's why I say like certain things that they do just kill me with their decision making. Like, you think Seth needs anything else? He already got two damn muscle boys with him. He
Yeah.
doesn't need anybody else with
Which
him.
again was one of the best things at WrestleMania this year. I mean, the crowd was going ape shit for that. I think we talked
Well,
about it
that's what
when we
I'm
did the
saying. It's
WrestleMania
like
thing, but
made sense with the shit, but like, do you think with the ideas that they're doing, where he's talking about the future of the company, right? You would think that he would need the Money in the Bank briefcase to do it, unless he was going to win the title anyway, and then he was going to have the Money in the Bank briefcase. That way, nobody else could cash in on him, or he could do this and then cash in on John Cena.
well,
Literally, like, why wouldn't they do that instead of him going for Gunther's title? Why wouldn't he? Because realistically, you got to think about it in Seth's head. He's talking about uh making like for the future of WWE. This is why he's doing the decisions that he's making. And John Cena is talking about ruining wrestling, which is like number one for Seth, because he wants to keep wrestling to like in his own, they say in his own image, but I don't think that's the case. And jeez, I swear my cat knocks down everything just because he wants to. Like, you just don't even knock down the freaking statue. I'll punch you. Not really. That's foolish. I will just put him up. Probably more than likely. He'll be like whining. But what's it called? I just don't understand it. Like when I saw that, like him winning, I was like, "Fuck me, dude! Another damn thing that Seth gets." It's like
when it
there's a
was
bunch of
33
other
minutes
things that
of
it doesn't
wrestling
go.
too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like there's so many other people that could go. The Money in the Bank briefcase always gets me because the Money in the Bank briefcase, to me, feels like it's for the future wrestler that they're setting up for to be a world champion. Like Damian Priest winning made sense. Like even winning made sense. Like if Drew was in there and won, made sense. Certain people make sense to do it. Like especially with Drew, Drew's the only person that I could see mentality wise right now, even though that he was like given the position that he was in the COVID time, but like obviously they don't see him to hold the main title for a while. It seems like they keep giving him a placeholder in between it. But like he would be the one of the only people that I could see going into this match and then winning it. That way he could win the title again and on his own terms, right?
Well,
But
that's what I'm
all these
saying.
other guys
Anyways,
like
but yeah,
Seth
El
didn't
Grande
need it.
Americano shouldn't even been in it.
Yeah, and like even Chad Gable or whatever, he got two ways to get into the match, and then he got into it, and then he didn't even need to be in it. It's like they were just doing it for storyline reasons. Like he gets in because of this, like because we needed a
Yeah,
spot
it's
to
pretty
fill.
lame. But then the final match of the card was Cody and Jey against Cena and Logan Paul,
And this was a fucking boring ass match. Holy
it's
fuck.
funny because I think it's John Cena's point because he keeps pointing out he's going to ruin wrestling, and to
That's the
me,
only thing that makes
he's
sense for it.
so it's like he's doing exactly what he's saying, and the dude is pulling up. I just wish he did this or a long time ago. I mean,
Yeah.
the pipe bomb he threw off at fucking
Oh
SmackDown
yeah.
was the
And that's
best of
one
all
thing
time.
that I gotta talk about, right? Because I was seeing a lot on
Because
from
I've
like
pointed, there's a
on
lot
X or
pointed out,
Twitter.
but he talked about Matt Cardona, who was Zack Ryder in WWE. He talked about Nick Nemeth, who was Dolph Ziggler, and then he talked about Claudio, who was
Then used to be
Cesaro,
Cesaro, yeah. Okay.
basically saying that
So
CM
let
Punk
me so
basically,
so on Twitter, right?
but they're
People
pointing to the like it's a slight of words towards the Young Bucks
yeah, well, I
because
don't
of
know if
Matt,
it's a sign of word.
because they pointed out Matt and Nick specifically.
He said it.
Well,
at
when
one
they
point.
said he kind of emphasized Matt Cardona and Nick Nemeth.
Oh, okay. So you think
So
that when he was saying it, that
there's a lot of
see,
people
I was
online that
taking
are
it a
talking about
different
that
way.
it's a slide of words pointing to the Young Bucks. But
Well, I mean, like I was taking it as like because if you ever watched a CM Punk promo, a lot of people on Twitter was trying to like um
well, he did it with
say
Colt
they were
Cabana.
trying
That's
to
what.
say, well, that's the whole thing. It's like that they were talking about him naming off his people. I'm like, you don't realize what the CM Punk promo was. The CM Punk promo that he's doing shades of, Cena is, he's literally taking it almost word for word
Mm-hmm.
exactly what CM Punk said. The only thing
Yeah.
was insert his homies in.
Yeah.
I think he's good friends with Matt Cardona, Nick Nemeth, and Claudio. I think I mean, it seems like Claudio's like good friends with like just about anybody in the wrestling business. It seems like because every time I've heard them talk about him, they had to hold him in high regard. So, and like the people that CM Punk talked about in his promo were his homies, like Colt, even though that they ain't really like friends anymore, which I think that's a dumb move on CM Punk. And regardless of the situation, I don't think you should burn bridges off of everything. I
But
mean, I don't know the full
but in
situation, but like
Cena's promo, he was
everything
blaming
in Cena,
CM Punk for why they
yeah,
weren't there anymore.
but that's what I'm saying is like all of that is like a mirror image of the CM Punk promo, which is why it worked. They
Yeah.
literally had CM Punk through a damn table, and he was talking about because they literally did the same thing with CM Punk. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I think honestly they should have done this promo. Didn't do the tag team match with Logan Paul. I think this should have been the match. They should have done this time for Money in the Bank. Why did they do it for Saudi? But then they explained it like even
Well,
CM
part of it
Punk
was because
or
CM Punk
Cena
always talked
explained
about
it.
not going to Saudi.
Well, that's the
That
thing.
was
It's
part.
like I think that's why they did it on purpose
Yeah,
that way. I
and that's
think
what
they
I'm
did
saying.
it not on Money in the Bank and in the Saudi one because they
His
were like it would work better. And
Cena's
people are
heel
like,
work is brilliant right now.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like all these people are fucking complaining about CM Punk going and all this stuff. I'm like, you don't know how much money they're offering him, or even if he was talking to Cena and Cena was like, dude, we could just pull. This would be really good for us if we did it this way.
Cena's doing his
Just
farewell tour, I think, the way he wants to do it too. I think
and
so.
like you, CM Punk's probably like all for it. You think that he's gonna give a shit? Like, and he don't have to give a shit. It's one thing when he says this shit on Twitter from like 4 or 5 years ago, when he was super critical on WWE's shit because he obviously had issues with Vince, even with Triple H or whatever. But it seems like they squashed that shit, right? Like, but like some people just keep on like assuming like shit out of this. I'm like, dude, the promo was good because it did the same shade of bullshit for both.
Well,
Like, literally, it was just flipping it,
yeah,
where
and going back
usually
to the
Cena was
match,
the
Cody
good
and Jey
person.
won the match, but it's mainly because R-Truth returned, which
Our
in the
Truth to Return and Logan Paul like fucking argued with Cena.
yeah,
That was also
and
another thing.
so, but the big one being R-Truth coming
Yeah,
back,
I
and then
definitely didn't expect him to
yeah,
show up and
and
do
then
what he did.
the
Yeah.
promo he cut on Raw the following night
Yeah, where
was
he cut
one of
off
the
his
best
dreads.
promos I've
Yeah,
heard all year. Like,
yeah,
so it's funny, you very rarely hear that dude not talk comedic. So
yeah,
when he talked in this way, saying that R-Truth was gone and blah blah
yeah.
blah.
And it still goes to his crazy like heel shit too. Back in the day,
Well,
like
it does,
when
and
he
but
did
that's
the
what I'm saying.
cigarette thing with John Morrison
Yeah.
when he was in there, did all that stuff. It was like shades of gray. Like it was showing like he was a schizophrenic essentially, which they were kind of doing that before too.
But yeah, part of that promo, he cut his hair off.
Yeah,
So
and now he's pretty
basically
much
ending
bald.
the
Yeah.
R-Truth character, basically. But I've heard also that they're changing his name again. Like it's not gonna be Ron Killings either.
Oh, it's gonna be somebody else or
Yeah.
something else. Well, I mean, he's had like 4 different names, I think. And like, I think the only name that he didn't do when he was in WWE was Ron Killings. I think it
But
was
I don't know. I've
K
heard
Quick, and then he
multiple
was
things.
R-Truth, and then I thought that there was another one that he did in WWE, but I can't remember for sure. But yeah, like that was the best part of the really the pay-per-view, but I was kind of over it by then because all the matches were okay and it went through quick. I
What?
was just
And I
I
just
was
want
just shocked.
to, yeah, this one went 23 minutes, almost 24. But one thing I want to point out, you talked about Gunther and Jey Uso. I think Jey Uso only won because the crowd wanted that win at WrestleMania. I honestly
Yeah.
I don't think he's champion material. I think people pop on his entrance, but that's pretty much it. I don't think he's the greatest wrestler,
Yeah, I didn't
especially
think
when you
so either.
compare him to
I'm
Gunther.
letting Arrow in, sorry.
No, that's right. Especially when you compare him to Gunther. Gunther kills him. So
Oh yeah, he's way better wrestler, but
so
yeah.
it made perfect sense for me for Gunther to be the one to face Goldberg.
Well, I figured that because they were
And
teasing Gunther going versus Goldberg
I
for a
see
while. I
Gunther
just
as a
didn't
better
expect
champion, to
it.
be honest with you. I mean,
Well,
so
yeah, like some people are like, "Oh, hating on shit." Like Rikishi makes me laugh, dude,
because
and
Jay
it
doesn't
just
need the
makes me.
title to still get over.
Well,
That's
that's
part
what
of
I'm
the thing too.
saying.
I don't.
It's like really, like that was one thing that I was laughing at because of Rikishi, and I'm like, dude, it really shows that we were probably right when we met him.
Yeah, that guy
That
was
he
an
was
asshole.
just not.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's what I'm
remember.
saying. We thought that he was an asshole then because like we're all trying to like meet him and shake his hand and shit, and he didn't even want to lift his head up like
Yeah,
while he was signing stuff. Didn't even want to say hi.
yeah,
And I'm just like, yeah, that's kind of mean. It's like, yeah, I think he lifted his head up for a picture with us, and that was pretty much it.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
Well,
I
it's
was
like
just like, that doesn't leave us a
I tell that story
good
about Britt
impression.
Baker all the time.
Yeah, like we've talked about that, and you see her now,
Mm-hmm.
like where she's not in on AEW television right now, and now there's rumors that she might be going to WWE,
And
and
she's
I'm
lost
like,
a crazy amount of weight.
well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and now she's not with Adam Cole now, so
Mm-hmm.
far as I've heard. So, I mean, it's just crazy with everything that happens.
But
But
yeah,
like
with
that's
this,
why I say it's like
but
so.
that's pretty much it on the pay-per-view front.
Yeah,
Now, like Josh had said earlier, there's another one coming up, Night of Champions this weekend
yeah. It's this
or this
Saturday or
coming weekend,
Sunday or something like
not
that.
today,
Yeah,
but
it's on the 28th.
yeah. So it's not
So
too
I think
far
it's
from now. So it's like that's one reason we decided to, on the AEW front, to only do the major ones because it seems like there's one
yeah,
every
because
few
there's
weeks.
like yeah, and there's like
Um,
what like on the AEW one they're having like what is it? All In is like coming up in like April on like August or
Yeah, and I
something.
actually like to film these like a week or so after the pay-per-view or the premium live events because the aftermath. Because I like to actually talk about what happened because of that versus just talking about the event itself. Because
Yeah,
if we do them too early, you don't see any of that. So
yeah. That's one of the main thing, and like I don't know, just makes it a little bit easier as long as they're getting being able to go through it at all.
yeah,
But like
but from that perspective, if you guys are loving the podcast and you guys haven't liked and subscribed to our channel yet, we would love to have you guys, as well as subscribing to our podcast on any of your favorite platforms if you love listening to this. We hope you guys are anyways. No, a friend of mine told me the last one he was laughing throughout the Double or Nothing one because we were
oh,
totally
like
shitting
because I
on it.
was
Yeah.
yeah.
But
It's mostly because like fucking I swear, man, sometimes I just feel the need. Like because okay, pretty much I try not to do Raw and SmackDowns now because it's like shit changes so much and they have shit on there that like I keep up with it. Like I'll see like the matches where I think are worthy of it, like if I'm watching on YouTube or something. But I mean, sometimes I watch it on Netflix if it's on there. But like AEW, I haven't been enjoying a lot of lately.
well, AEW, they're actually coming here. Well, they were here yesterday for a collision taping, and they're actually doing
Yeah,
another one on Wednesday.
yeah,
So I'll be going to that one where
mm,
Dynamite and Collision will be taped on the same
but
night.
yeah.
So
I noticed that sometimes they've been uploading them on the same day or something,
yeah,
too.
so we'll be going to that on Wednesday. So anyways, like I said, if you guys are loving it, like and subscribe to our channel, and then hit that
And
bell so
wait
you
for,
get
like,
notified when the new ones come out.
Yeah, and in about a couple of weeks, we'll probably have or maybe even less than that, but like probably at least a couple weeks have uh, the Night of Champions one done.
Yeah, we'll have to time that one appropriately because of vacations and such.
Oh yeah, because
So
I know that I gotta do some house setting and stuff coming up soon and everything. Because mom and dad are going to, I don't remember where they said that they were going to.
Germany.
Oh, Germany. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
Mom
what it
told
was.
me.
Yeah.
But
She was like, it's coming up soon. I'm
but
like, yeah, just let me know.
yeah, for all of us here at the Heart of Geek, I hope you guys enjoyed the latest podcast of the Money in the Bank.
And we'll talk to you guys in the next one.
Alrighty.